Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Five of Arrows and Frustration. And, when meditating on this card, as I always do when I meditate on this card, is I think to myself, how am I not hitting the mark today? And that's exactly what's going on. And what happens is, arrows is a mental energy, right? It's an air energy. And, what happens is when things don't go as planned, up here, we get frustrated. And then, once frustration sets in, your emotions start taking over, right? The air and the water kind of, go hand in hand. But, here this archer's trying to hit this goat. And, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, okay, how do I not, okay, this is an awareness for me, right? How do I stay not frustrated? Let things go as they come. Don't get frustrated if you got certain plans to do something. It is what it is. Don't get frustrated over it. You've had a great time sitting here in this campsite with all these major arcana showing up, and the magician's still out there. Your ancestor just dropped off, right? And just think how frustrating it was for your ancestors. To get you to the place where you're at now, your mom and dad, your grandparents, right? Everybody wants to do better for their kids. Okay, and then the King of Stones showed up, and you were the king yesterday. He was giving, he gave you some good advice, but the answers you gave him worked out very well. And you may be frustrated thinking to yourself, but I'm no king. I'm just this guy walking a path. I'm just this gal walking my path, walking the spiritual journey. And what's out there? What's out there past this this campfire ring? I don't know. I don't know if I've got my happiness right now. I'm sitting here. I'm just happy. All right. But you see what's happened. Even though you're happy, you're starting to think about stuff moving forward, and as a result, that's building up some frustration. It's the unfocused energy that leads you to anger and that mounting frustration. All right, because you're unfocused, you have no direction on where you want to go. You're on your spiritual path. These people are sitting here, but you also know you can't stay within this circle, this campfire ring. And you're starting to overthink things. And what frustration leads to is wasting energy and resources. So the key here is to get more focused on what's going on. All right. The unfocused energy, the opposite of that is self-control and discipline. And when you can stay in self-control and discipline, what happens is, got a little ant. What happens is you remain emotionally focused on achieving your goal. And, whatever that is, whatever that goal or desire is, it's kind of like the Archer card in the Major Arcana, right? You're taking that deep breath. You're staying focused on what the target is. You're staying focused on what that goal is or what that desire is. And to see clearly, this guy, he's shooting so many arrows, he doesn't even know where they're going. All right? You have to steady your mind. You have to breathe a little bit. Take a step back. Calm yourself. Take a couple deep breaths. Take time to laugh. Man, why am I getting all frustrated? Look at the day I had yesterday. I went about doing this, and I got this accomplished, and I got this accomplished. I didn't do anything I wanted to do. But you know what? I still got a lot done. Even a simple chores as cleaning your house. Man, I get all frustrated because I didn't get what I needed done over the weekend. Now I got to go back to work. What did you do? Take a step back and laugh. You know what? I did this and I did that. Or maybe you did clean your house and you feel you got that great satisfaction going on. That helps you look at the situation differently. All right? It helps you understand where your focused energy was at. And that's spirit leading you. Right? Sometimes it's not about you. Sometimes it's about others and what spirit wants you to do. And you just have to be open to it, especially now during this full moon in Aquarius, right? You know, so focus your energy on the goal, whatever that goal is. If you have one, write it down. Put it up on your refrigerator. Mark it up on your on your mirror. You know, whatever that goal is. And resolve to hit those challenges that come up. All right. Remind yourself every day, I need to stay focused. You know, I can't let frustration, I can't let that air energy frustrate me. You know, because it's just going to make me mad. And if I'm mad, I'm going to lose resources. And I don't want to lose resources. I want to hold what I have. You know, the King of Stones is sitting there and he's saying, it's good. It's good that you understand holding on to those resources and being steadfast, right? Being resolute, being pragmatic, because he's going to help you remain focused on what that true target is. So, you know, steady your aim with that last arrow, you know, to hit your goal with precision. The King of Stones, he'll chase down that goat if he has to and bring it back to you. Okay, but, you know, again, he's asking you that question. Why are you getting frustrated? Where is life offering you its riches and being frustrated? And you're thinking, it's not. Because I'm wasting resources. And he goes, see? That's good. You recognize that. You've got more than abundance of happiness spilling over. More than it can hold you. All right? Don't get frustrated over that, because you know what? When you come up to a new river, maybe you can refill those cups. You have the shaman. He wants to manifest, you know, he's manifesting that happiness. He's manifesting that security and stability by bringing the wolf in. But don't get frustrated, because when you get frustrated, you lose your sight on the goal, what the shaman has to manifest for you. You got party time going on, celebrating with others. And maybe these others are what's frustrating you. You know, you have to do what's good for you. You can't do what's good for everybody else. And don't let somebody else dictate, you know, how you're supposed to celebrate or how you're supposed to share with others. The Four of Stones, protection, is still protecting you. There's no reason to get frustrated over not having, you know, another wall up. Because guess what? This Four of Stones has protected you, you know, for the last 6 days. And you're a new person. You've got that Eight of Vessels being reborn. How did you feel when you came out of this? Right? You felt good. You felt rejuvenated, reinvigorated, right? Go back to those feelings and not let that get frustration. You know, don't let that frustrate you. And then the other thing is who's relying on you for support? That's what that King of Stones asks you as well. Who's relying on you for support? If it's your family, your significant other, relatives, how you know, if you're frustrated, guess what? You're letting them down, right? If it's your coworkers and they see you frustrated, you know, or if it's others that are pushing your buttons and you get frustrated, they know how to get to you. All right? So don't be frustrated over things. I know it's easier said than done, and sometimes emotions, you know, take over, but, you know, realize that this is an air sign. And just like a river, air doesn't stay, stagnant. Air is constantly moving, whether it's 1 mile an hour or 60 miles an hour. Okay, it's always going from, normally west to east. Sometimes it comes out of the east, sometimes it comes out of the north, right? But the air is always moving. And maybe that's why you're not hitting the target. Okay? Because the air is, taking off those arrows to a different place. So don't let that frustration get to you. That's today's tarot card of the day, the Five of Arrows. Frustration, hit that like button for me, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel. This is Dee for Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.